Hey guys, today is Sunday, July 2nd, and this is what we've been working on for the last 2 days. I was going to record yesterday, but I just wanted to try to get it done as much as possible. This is just a tarp full of soil. This is kind of the bottom remnants, so it was a little bit nicer soil, but this is like actually perfect. It's clay, which we have mostly sand here. Clay has more nutrients. It's kind of hard for roots to grow in a little bit, but it's better than sand. We've been layering this with composted manure, topsoil, and coco coir. And I've been just taking it by the shovelful back and forth into the raised beds there. And I'll show you what it looks like right now. Okay, so this is what we got going on in the raised beds. This one has had one more load than this one so far. This was the stuff that was more on top. It was smaller. I guess particles versus some of the bigger clumps of clay. So, because this one was obviously like deeper down. Anyways, my dad took his tractor and got me a bucket of it and let me use his truck to haul it since I have a small car. And so that's what we've been working on. It's kind of, this clay is very, very heavy, so it's been kind of back-breaking, honestly. And I've put, like, I think this one has had 4 loads. I'm trying to remember. No, yeah. No, it's about to get its 4th. I think this one has had 4 loads. And you can see I got a mess here from the soil and stuff. So what we did first is put mulch in the bottom of the beds instead of like our other raised bed where we did logs and stuff, because I just want to start with something that's gonna decompose rather quickly, especially when right now it doesn't matter as much toward the bottom because we are putting stuff in here like brassicas and zucchini and stuff. They're not root vegetables. They don't really have to get down near that. Where I put the potatoes, so I'm not as worried about it, and that should decompose within a year, maybe 2, so I think it should be fine. And then I've been mixing it with that composted manure and topsoil that, like I said, in the coco coir that I bought at Family Farm and Home. And you can just kind of see this is how everything's doing right now. We were in the midst of a severe drought, and now it's been raining on and off for like a solid week. And of course it's been raining both days that I've had off, so can't mow the lawn, but I'm getting this stuff done. I don't care what it takes. I don't care if I'm out here in a rainstorm. And you probably can't really tell back there, but we're having smoke problems from the wildfires in Canada. They finally made their way across the lakes here, and so we've been kind of dealing with that. My dog has developed a cough over the last 2 days that's kept both him and I up almost most of the night anyways. Like, it's, what time is it now? Now it's 11:43. I don't think I got out of bed until 10 a.m. this morning. Anyways, and you can see this is the previous year's raised bed, and it's got logs and stuff in the bottom of it, but honestly the potatoes seem to be going nuts in here. At least the plants themselves. We'll see how they like it. Oh, we're developing a flower already on here. What? That's crazy. Anyways, we'll see how the potatoes actually do and if they like it. And if we get a harvest early enough, because that, I mean, it doesn't necessarily always mean that, 2 to 3 weeks later you'll have a harvest. I can't imagine these will be ready already. Ready already? But they could be. And if they do, we might just start some more. I don't know. I don't really have more to start, but if I had some really raisiny ones still inside, but not very many. This is what we got planted so far. So I finished up filling the beds, and then I just kind of mixed the manure and topsoil mixture into like the top like 2 inches. I just took a rake and just kind of, mixed it around. Anyway, so I got the brassicas in here. The cabbages, they're looking pretty decent. Sadly, my broccoli, I only ended up with like 4, and then like this little bit, which I don't know if that's going to make it at all. And then we just ended up putting the little 3 onions that made it from the onion seeds I started. So there's that. And then these are the kales, which hopefully will be fine. This bed, the sad thing is when I opened the seed packet, I only had 5 zucchini seeds altogether. So hopefully some of these will germinate, and then I'm going to have to make sure I save seed from them. But that shouldn't be too hard considering the fabric that's going to go over top of this, and we're going to have to manually pollinate it because I don't want it to mix with like the pumpkins, because I think it's like the sugar pie pumpkins, the acorn squash, I think we'll all kind of cross-pollinate with this stuff. So with the zucchini, so I'm hoping since we'll have them isolated under a fabric, then we can save seeds this year. But we have to try to make sure that we don't do that until the end, because apparently if you leave a zucchini like I did last year to get really big, it signals to the plant, just like the cucumbers, that they're done. Their job is done. They've created their seed and they can go dormant. In the case of cucumbers, if you leave cucumbers on for too long, the plant will actually die. Our zucchini plants did not do very well, but I'm not sure if that was... I mean, we got tons of zucchini, so I can't really say they didn't do well enough, but we got so many that had the vine borer damage. So was it that, or was it also the fact that we let some get really big? Definitely possible, because we kind of liked them better when they were bigger, because we use them like pasta, so it was kind of nice just to have, you know, a huge zucchini rather than having to take like 4 smaller ones to make, you know, the same amount of pasta. I mean, the zucchinis got big really fast. Like, if you waited like 2 days, it would literally be enough zucchini versus like 4 smaller ones that, you know, take like 5 days to grow. Anyways, so this year we're going to try to do it and harvest them small, but there's only 4 in here, and I'm hoping that they do okay. And I'm hoping this does okay too. So the plan is to get a stake. I'm thinking a bamboo stake, maybe, just like 3 feet high, and to put it in various areas in each bed, and then get pool noodles, and then, you know, put the ends on the bamboo stakes, and then put the fabric over top of that. So we could have gone today. I work for the next 2 days, and then I get 1 day off. So I'm hoping that we can get to Meijer, which, if you're not familiar, because it's only in a certain portion of the country, I think it's in like 5 or 6 states, maybe, mostly in the Midwest. But it's like a Walmart. So a nearby town, the town I grew up in, has a Meijer and a Walmart, and they have pool noodles there that are cheaper than I can get from Amazon. So we just need to make it there. Anyways, you can see how good these tomatoes are doing. Look at the tall cherry tomatoes. I mean, look at that. Those are the San Marzanos, and then in comparison to these tall cherries, I mean, they're just going nuts. Now we have to get down there and do some like weeding around them, because they're definitely, you know, the little holes, gather seeds and or let the seeds germinate. And you can see these 3 are also the tall cherries. And then this starts with the like the plant that had the very large tomatoes at the end of the year last year. And that goes, let's see, I think here, there, and I think that's the last one. And then from here over, it's just the ones that had like the nicest plant, the one that dealt with the diseases the easiest. So again, these ones were planted by seed that I bought, so they're not really accustomed to this area. So I'm going to try to save seeds off from them and see what happens next year. Maybe they'll start to adjust, because I guess that's kind of the idea, is if you just keep saving seeds from the plants that you grow in your own yard or your own garden, those seeds will get stronger and stronger every year and develop resistances, hopefully, but also adapt to your environment. So we'll see what they do next year, and actually we'll see what they look like this year. Hopefully they do well. And you can see the peppers are finally starting to kind of pop up a little, and they're doing really good. And I still got to finish these watering lines, so I have a few more parts now, some couplers, so I'm going to be doing the video on that. I had started a video, just didn't work out the way I wanted it to. So I'll show you as we go along how I've decided to do it instead. And we'll get to all this, hopefully. And we'll finish it. These are the potatoes. Isn't that crazy how big they are? And just, I mean, they've gone nuts. And you can see some of them have started to flower. So I think I took a video on this earlier, so I'm just shocked by how big these are. They got fertilized today too, so we'll see. Again with the strawberries. Look at this strawberry. Looks like it's had some sort of an attack or something up here, or maybe it just grew too much with all the extra water that we've had from the rain. But it's very red, so I'm going to pluck it right now. These are very, very weedy. So what's going to happen is the third raised bed that we're going to have is going to be for the strawberries. And hopefully, that guy's not quite ready. Hopefully they'll do better there, and I'm going to cover them in fabric as well, because I don't want those Asian fruit flies. Look at how pretty that is. It's not very big, but it's pretty. But I don't want those Asian fruit flies to ruin our harvest again. So one thing that has kind of ruined the harvest right now is just the fact that they didn't get watered right away in the spring. And it's taken us a little while to catch up. And now they get watered every time, pretty much almost every day. And they're doing well. Now they're finally starting to have berries again. It's going to take them a while now to do their reflower. Anyway, so that's kind of what's going on. You can see the yard's getting kind of overgrown again. Because like I said, every time it seems like it's raining when I have a day off, so I can't really mow. And I work tomorrow, so I'll not be mowing. And this thing, we put a new gasket and pipe tape, and it still leaks. So anyways, thank you for coming along to look at how we did these raised beds. And if you made it this far, I really appreciate you. And hopefully we'll see you again real soon. And I can get past this irrigation thing that's sort of holding up all my videos. Alright? So, thank you. And take care of yourselves. God bless. Bye.